Hi everyone, I'm not sure what kind of mukbang this is going to be because I haven't got a whole lot to talk about, but I decided to go ahead and record this because remember the first time I've ordered out from Burgerville a few times since that Burgerville mukbang. I just haven't recorded it. I was going to get like another one or two things and ended up unable to get one thing, but as it turned out, still got too much. Well, the one thing that I wasn't able to get, I was able to get tonight, and what I normally would have gotten, I wasn't able to get for some reason. So, again, I don't know why sometimes I can get things and sometimes I can't, but I was like, you know, let me take advantage of this and get what I was thinking about getting that one time and couldn't. So now that's on the way, and when it gets here I figure I might as well do a mukbang. I waited until later than I normally would because I wanted to wait until it cooled down. It still hasn't cooled down much. We're in a heat wave right now. At like 5 something in the afternoon, I kept asking the Amazon A lady, I don't want to activate any ears, so I kept asking her what the temperature was, and she kept telling me it was like 95, and I'm like, I know it's expected to be that, I believe you, but I'm not gonna make myself wait out here or make a driver come out in this kind of weather to, you know, for my convenience. So I waited as late as I could, and it's still pretty. I haven't asked her what the temperature was. I just came out, and I'm not worried. I mean, I'm going to be fine. And I'm sure the driver's got air conditioning, and maybe on their way through to pick my order up, maybe they got some drinks on a separate order for themselves, but it's still pretty hot out here. Every time I hear a car approach, I'm like, is that them? And then they pass, and I'm like, no, that's not them. Alright, let's get into this. Chicken sandwich, fries, Diet Coke, of course. Wrapped up bag, which I've come to expect. These delicious things that I will not probably even eat tonight. I'll probably save them for tomorrow. Onion rings. I didn't record myself trying those either, but those are delicious. Take it from me. I am so ready to dig into this. It's got lettuce, I think pickles, onions, sauce that I don't necessarily need, but I'm not complaining about it either. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I like it, but what do I like more? The burger or the chicken sandwich? I know the chicken sandwich is healthier for me. Like, I mean, I don't know if they're overwhelmingly... I'm not sure either one of them is overwhelmingly healthy. It's a hamburger versus a chicken sandwich. But the messiness of the burger is a combination of sauce, toppings, and greasiness. Whereas the chicken, if I knew how to tell them not to bother with the sauce, you know, I probably could figure it out. There's always a thing in the app. I don't think it would let the order go through without me selecting one of them. It says, how do you want it? As is or customize it? I might see about customizing it next time and see if I can tell them. Don't bother with the mayonnaise or the special mayo sauce or whatever it is you put on here. And or if there's more, like extra this, extra that, like as far as pickles or lettuce or onions, or because I definitely, if I'm going to get a whole bunch of toppings, let's put a bunch of vegetables on it. Again, I freely admit I don't take in enough vegetables. And this sauce messiness I could have lived without, but I like it overall. Oh my goodness. Now I find all these napkins and straws and, well, you know what, it's okay. Can you really have too many of those on hand? I just think it's kind of funny because there was straws with the drinks, plus they put a bunch of straws in the bag. Oh my goodness. There's more straws in this bag than there are drinks that I even ordered. Oh well, between now and the time the building is torn apart and I have to move, I bet I will have made plenty of these orders, and not always maybe will they have shown up with straws. So something tells me that it's going to be fine to have all of these. Sorry I have to sit here and listen to me eat and just, that's all you're hearing. Told you I didn't really have anything to talk about today. The book's coming along. I have an idea of how I want it to go. I'm looking more forward to writing parts of it than other parts, but what I'll probably do is write what I want to write and then eventually come back to the ones that I'm like, ugh. That needs to be a part of the book, but I'm not crazy about it. It's not parts specifically, it's the way the story is going. Something happens, it's a part of the story. The easy way out would be to just have the main character have a conversation with her work partner after the fact. Let her know how it went. But it's all from her perspective, so to keep the story flowing and followable and working, I don't see how I can omit that and just, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to write it. I've already started it. The beauty of writing this on the computer or a computer device is that I can write half a chapter or a third of a chapter and I don't have to keep it going. In fact, I don't even have to stay in order. I could write part of chapter 10, then move on to chapter 11 without even finishing chapter 10. Or start chapter 10 and then skip to chapter 15 if I wanted to. I don't know if there's going to be 15 chapters, but the point is, I don't have to do this in any kind of order necessarily. All that matters is when it's ready to be purchased and you buy it and you read it, you can follow it. Which by the time I'm actually ready to send it to a potential publisher or to an editor or even to somebody to say, what do you think of it? I will have written it all, so. One book that took 2 years to even find its way into being a thing that I was enthusiastic enough to even start and carry it on to getting this far. I mean, in all of the potential books that I've written, I have never gotten as far as chapter 10. Until now. One book, 2 years in the making, and then finally came together really quickly. And just kept building and building. I wonder if this is how fill in the blank with your favorite author got their start. I don't know that I dream of being a rich and famous author, but maybe I do. I do know this for sure. I like my job, but I don't want to figure out how to get to work every single day that I bring money in for the rest of my life. I have a life coach who fully believes in getting paid to be you. And when I started working with her, and even now, part of me thinks, getting paid to be you, I love that idea. When and how is it ever going to happen? But see, I could listen to that part of me that says, getting paid to be you, that's too good to be true. Or, I'll never be able to afford anything. Or, hustling and grinding is all you're ever going to be able to do. I could listen to that part of me and believe that part of me for the rest of my life. Or I could think, that's what I'm used to thinking. That's what I know how to think. That doesn't have to be the way it goes. And I know as I talk about it, you might be going, well, how are you supposed to change it? Just by wishing it? Well, it's probably going to take more than wishing. But you know, whether you believe in God or whatever other higher power you believe in, believe it or not, I kind of wonder what I believe in. I mean, I know who I was raised to believe in, and I don't necessarily discredit him, them, but if and when I'm ready to talk philosophy and religion. That's a separate video. But the point is, I believe that there is a higher power, a God, whatever you want to call it. There's something greater than me out there who would love to give me blessings beyond what I can imagine. I think I just don't believe that he will, so I expect him not to, but maybe if I change my mindset and just believe that it can happen, it will happen, even if I don't know how. Maybe I'm choosing to believe it'll all work out. You know, I don't even know how much of this I'm gonna include in this video, because part of me is like, well, this is why I'm on YouTube, to share my life with you. And then part of me goes, God, you're sounding like you're sounding like the people that you spend some time with virtually, and you sound like you're like saying what they would say. Do you really even believe it? What kind of self-help person are you? I never claimed to be a life coach or a self-help expert. That's probably part of the reason why my previous books never really went anywhere. Because I was trying to, like, write, like, messages that I might try to convey if I was writing a self-help type book. I'm like, that's not necessarily me. So I'm not trying to be self-helpy and coachy and whatever. I'm just kind of saying what I'm thinking right now, and I don't know how much of it I'm going to really include. What is this?
9:32 p.m. Saturday. Postmates. Group. Now. Postmates. Thanks for ordering from Burgerville.
I'll deal with it in a minute. You know, I'm actually going to end this video because I think we're probably at, or maybe even past, the 30-minute mark of what a Tunes to Tube video can be. And of course, I know I can always edit it. I probably will edit it, but I'm thinking, like I said, there's not, you know, I said in the beginning there wasn't much to talk about. I came up with stuff to talk about, and now it's like, okay, that's enough of that. So thank you for watching this audio-centric video. Check out annev.me, ANNEV.me. If you're blind, visually impaired, or just want another set of eyes to confirm that you're seeing what you think you're seeing, check out Aira, AIRA. If you need groceries delivered but don't want to drive into the store and physically get them, or can't drive into the store and physically get them, check out Shipt, SHIPT, and you'll hear from me again in the next video. Bye.